So we're on our second shiny hunt race. We got Legends Arceus, and the winner from last week, Dragon, picked the Coronet Highlands. We are 17 minutes from the start of the race, so the sensible thing to do is actually get some supplies. As you can see, I have heavy balls and jet balls, but not much else. A few globs, need some ultras, probably need to do a little bit of resource management. So let's see what we can sort out. For this race, we have decided to do 1 point per shiny, which is simple ones. We're going to do 2 points for a special shiny. So this is a rock, box, tree, flying, or space-time distortion shiny. Because there's a lot of special ones in this area. And you get 3 points if you get a shiny alpha. I am requesting that everybody puts them into the Discord so we can see all the shinies, just so we can get proper totals. I'm not going to be overly picky with the quality of the photos for this. It's more, it's so we have proof that somebody has it at least. Depending on how well this goes, we will push for a more special picture, shall we call it. So like my dream scenario will be to have this picture, this frame, so you can see your trainer name, and this one so you can see the date. Obviously the date's wrong on this because I caught this ages ago, but the date you will see on there is when it was caught. So that's what we're going to do. And I forgot, I was meant to show off the potential prizes. I made a prize vault. I did take some stuff out of it, so it's slightly different from last time. So we have added an Hisuian Quillfish, Voltorb, Growlithe, Rufflet, which if it's easy to evolve I will make the Bravery if you want. Okay, we'll figure out a way, don't worry. And welcome in, Dragon, how are you today? So we kept the Abomasnow, we put a Garchomp. I did ask a couple of people who I knew might have been taking part who they would like to see in the vaults. I couldn't get everything, simple as that. I don't have a spare of every shiny, but Garchomp was one that was mentioned, so that had to do. I swapped, I've got so many Drifblim, I put Drifblim over Drifbloom. I have to have a Shinx and Starly in here because I've got so many, but I just can't put the whole line in. Same with Wurmple. I thought Beautifly is a bit more interesting than just a Wurmple, even though I've got tons. Stantler, yep, we got a few. I was meant to put an Alpha Steelix in there, but I think it isn't actually in my vaults at the moment because my best save still has my shiny Alphas. So that is kind of why. Right, so we got to make some money, I think, because I need to get a couple more Ultra Balls maybe. I don't know yet what I need, but we need some more equipment for this. It's the Iron Chunks which holds me back the most, but we're going to probably sell everything we can. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, we can get it all back. The other thing to make a quick note of is any shinies I do get will still be doing more. Welcome in, Pikachu, how are you today? Welcome to the shiny hunt race in the Coronet Highlands. We haven't actually started yet, so don't worry. I am actually, is that, yeah. The race starts with the 3-hour mark. That's when we start. But if you want to take part, it is kind of requested that you can share your shinies in the Discord. Okay, so we know we can't get much, even less. Right, Ultra Balls. Yeah, we need to get some iron. No worries. I've got it set up so it's about 3 hours. So it sort of starts at about 3-ish, or on the 3-hour mark there. That's like the goal. That's how I sort of set it up. It made the most sense. When did you say? I kind of would like the pictures of the shinies in the Discord, like there is a Discord to join. And there's a shiny hunt race section in there, and the dream scenario is you can share the photos in there. Okay, I don't actually want the shinies, I was just hoping to get the photos to prove that it was caught in the race. So, you'll have to watch the stream later. Okay. But I can't watch a stream while doing the stream myself. That's the thing. What else can we say? What's there? Oh yeah, because we died, didn't we? And we got some stuff back. I don't need this. Probably take them out. Okay, well, we'll see how things go. I'm hoping everyone will have a bit of a laugh playing along with this. It should be a good time, but you never know. Things could go wrong. Last time we did this, we only got one shiny between the whole team. Yeah, we're just doing item management ready. I'm pretty sure it's you, Robin, but if I'm honest. But I just want to make sure. What else? What else? We weren't actually, yeah, we got the sticky globs, yeah. I'm guessing that purely on the numbers. No, otherwise I don't. Giga Tumble. I don't have any money, do I? 2,000, okay. What else? How much do you want for these? 7,000? Okay. May come back to this in the future. Whereas we got a lot of the heavy balls for our shinies, so we might just stick to that for now. Right, let's take what we've had brought back to us from the deaths. As we said, we did die a couple of times. First time by Heatran, killed us. That is just a heavy ball. Don't really care about that. Don't need any of that. Yes, so we're also going to work a little bit on our dex entries, because we are still a little bit short. Yeah. Well, it could be anyone. Is it Kika? Is it you, Kika? But it's either Kika or Robin if it's somebody who says I should know who they are. That's what my suggestion is. And judging by the fact that it's the same picture as your Discord picture, I'm going to say it's probably Robin. Nice, good luck with the first bit. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't really know why he's on his other account today, but whatever. That's... Oh, it's the guy from the north of Belgium. That's who it really is, ironically. That must be who it is. It must be boy from North Belgium. That must be solving all of our riddles. Yeah, we probably should ban him now. Before his little brother turns up and takes all the shinies. That must be what's happening. Shall we see whether there is anything good out here for me? Oh, I actually have an outbreak. That's quite interesting. I didn't even look at this until yesterday. Elsewhere, in some shiny hunting adventures, I managed to get a Pansage and a Pansear yesterday in the Friends Safari. Well, my strats are going to be the worst because I don't even have the shiny charm. As you can see here, I don't have a shiny charm. I don't even know what was there. What was there? So... it feels like I've lost something, but whatever. whatever, that seems fine for me. But yeah, that is the plan. I do hope we have a good time with this, and that it all goes relatively well. I would love it if we could get more than one shiny today. Something tells me Robin's been down the local shop in the Netherlands. A little bit too excited for a shiny hunt race. And the other little prize is you get to pick the type that we're going to be using for the next race in Scarlet and Violet. Again, if you don't want to pick, it will just be put on a wheel and we'll spin it live before we start the race, and that will be the hunts. I do have a notebook, so hopefully I can keep on top of everything. I don't really expect to get many myself, but it could happen. You never know. We've done a lot worse in the past in these races. So yeah. What else are we going? So next week we will continue our just natural Switch 2 Living Dex challenge with Sword and Shield tomorrow, Violet the next day, and Legends Arceus again on the Wednesday. Hopefully more Dex completion. I may spend a bit of time doing some Dex stuff here, to be honest. I'm only at 89% or 89 done, so I'm so far off being able to get the shiny charm. It's crazy. Elsewhere, then that'll repeat itself. I don't know if I'll be around Friday. Okay, no worries. Hopefully you will enjoy it and you may get some shinies. And hopefully you'll get the Shaman too. Yes, if it gets unlocked. You never know. It could happen one day. It could be unshiny locked. But we're at the 5-minute mark before we start this race. I do have the Discord open, so the place where the redemptions are sent, that is where I've put a little note to say how far away we are from the start. But that is pretty much it. I thought there would be more explaining to do before the race starts, but it hasn't worked out. I've got everything out before we start. I can't really go and do a map because 5 minutes is probably not really worth it, if I'm honest. Like, the only thing I could do is maybe do some stuff with the Regigigas to get rid of it. Don't really need it for the team. And we are just going to go through one round of the Adlands. Can we get a new haircut? Why not? You have a request? Curlier. Okay. You wanted to see a curlier. I don't have any money. I can't even get a haircut. That was silly. Why do I keep spending all of my money? Anyway, let's get back to the gate and then we can start our race. It is nice that I get a massive mass outbreak to start things off. It means I could get some very good luck early on. But yeah, if people have ideas of what we can do to spice up the races, feel free to let us know. I'm trying to do something that's a little bit more interactive so everyone can take part, and that's why we're trying to bounce through all the games. I know that Sword and Shield is going to be a slower one, but I could imagine that if we did one day get up to like 10 people wanting to take part, there'll be a few more shinies. That would be something that would be really, really nice, instead of it just being 3 of us like it was last week. But it was the first one. It's the game people least like to do shiny hunting in for random encounters, so we're going to push for more this week. This game is very popular. I expect to see a good 20 plus shiny redemptions between everyone involved. Probably none by me, but I expect people will get some. And next week, as we say, is Scarlet and Violet, but it will be going for one type only. It is up to us whether we want to do a shiny sandwich for it. We could do. It's an option. You never know. Hello, Shirio. How are you today? And thank you for the follow, Pikachu. Hope you do enjoy the race and good luck. Good. Hopefully a bit better than yesterday. And I believe it might be customs later today, so hopefully we can come along to that as well. Because it's been so hot recently, I've just found myself doing Friend Safari on the 3DS because it doesn't overheat. The Switch 2 gets hot, the laptops get hot, the telly gets hot. The 3DS, lovely, never overheats. It's great, I love it. But yeah, but we are ready for this race. That's the key thing. I'm looking forward to seeing how well this one goes. I really want to try and make Sunday Shiny Race a thing, but I know it could be nothing. It could just be something that doesn't really take off. As we keep growing, we should bring more people in. Like, we've already got I'm not sure how many people are definitely taking part, but I believe ironically Liam, I think Will might be, and I'm not sure about RJ, but if you are taking part, let me know and I can just put the names down in the list so I can start keeping a tally on everyone, see how well we're doing numbers wise. No worries, you'll probably still get more than me, ironically. Don't worry. I'll put myself down. Why not? Because I know I'm going to try. I will put ironically down. And I guess I will put Pika Robin down. And I think Liam wants to join. But yeah, being an hour, it makes it much easier. That's why I'm very confused, because I always start at the same time, unless it's not GMT at the moment, and I'm confused with my time zones again. That's the thing. To me, because I'm in like the 0 hour time zone, I don't ever know. Like, to me, it should always be 0. So it confuses me a lot. Fair enough. I think I had a big argument with someone on Showdown because the clocks changed when we were trying to arrange a battle. So yeah. And welcome back, Dragon. Just in time for the start. We are 10, 9, 8. Oh, we are ready to go. I was watching the wrong screen. If I knew how to do all that, I would be fine. But I record everything anyway, so it's not a problem. And the clock thing is very difficult to keep on top of. But good luck, everyone. Let's see who can get the first shiny. As we've mentioned, we're probably doing a little bit of Dex work anyway. Because, well, why not? What do we have? Geodude and Graveler. Not too interested. Discord timestamps. Maybe after this one. I'm guessing that means for the shinies that get claims, you're suggesting that rather than just stream part of it. That's what I'm guessing. But I could be wrong. And what's up here? Oh, good. Shinx. Somebody said Shinx doesn't spawn here. Right, keep going. What is down here? Anything funky? Ghastly. No, for any time you need data time for the event. Oh, that's what. Yeah, okay, I get it. Because it was the same time as I always start stream, I thought it would be simple enough to follow along with, because the announcements go in there when we start and everything. Oh, that's a big nose. We'll do this one, I think. Maybe. No, that's over there. Do we want to go over here first? Okay. What's down here? Oh, it's the one on the top of the mountain. Horrible spot. What is it? It is Miss Magis. Not the worst, but they've all gone anyway, so missed most of them. Yeah, I get what you mean now. Because I haven't really got much installed on Discord. I'm still on like the very basic plan. Nothing's like no upgrades. That's probably why I haven't really got those sort of things put in. We have a Rotom one. That could be a fun one, but they get angry after one ball, don't they? Ready, go. Get the Rotom. Okay, now they're all angry. Okay, we'll leave that one alone. We'll leave Rotom alone. We did catch one. We caught one, but no, that's fine. I'm not really sure how to do this race, if that makes sense. Whether I should just cruise the map or not. But yeah. I do tend to just cruise the map more than anything else when I play this game. There is a shaking tree. It's just the type of time online it gives you. We have a Wormadam, okay. It gives you a stamp, you just copy and paste it. Okay, well, as I say, I'll look into it all a bit more later. But the thing is, the events are always going to start at the same time, like, at the moment. Unless there's, like, a big problem, like... Because if it's that way for you, it's an hour earlier, it's probably even worse for Casper. I think Casper was like 5 o'clock in the morning. With the GMT. But I can't be sure. But we may see a wild Corey. You never know. And maybe a boy from Belgium. They've got projects they want to work on, but they were the people I sort of asked for suggestions for the box of shinies. I did put it in the Discord, so everyone had about 12 hours, but nobody requested anything, so I just left it as it was. Now, I could bring out the full-blown vaults of everything, but I want to try and keep the prize something you have to get in the game rather than you pick a Paldean Pokemon, for example. Electabuzz, we have Electabuzz. That is one of our shinies in this game. We may go back for that one because Ellie Kid I need to do some work with. But we'll just see what else we've got. And I do have a couple of Aguave berries, so don't worry if you think that I'm going a little bit crazy by doing all of them. I just don't really want to waste the Aguave berries yet. Because, well, did I even catch a single one? Are the rest angry? No? Okay. Oh, of course you got one already. Wait. Ironically is winning. There goes the surprise. I did tip, ironically, or Robin to win. Because I knew that they would probably have the most time for it and probably have a perfect dex. Oh, I don't like Rotom. Who likes Rotom, really? They're just little pests, aren't they? Let's go. So yeah, you don't have to do like the full-blown pictures, but eventually I may try to push for them. Just so you know what it could be like. Some randoms could come and try and join in. And just say they got stuff to get free shinies. Well, I know some people, other people might not. So that's kind of why I sort of put the weirder requests in to do it. I want to kind of feed the Ellie kids, because that's one way a bit further away. But yeah, you don't have to put them all in straight away. Obviously, you probably want to finish your map tour. That's probably what I'll be doing. Like, the annoying thing for me is it doesn't send the photos straight away on this account. I got a couple of accounts, and it's not the account that goes straight to the mobile app. How did that not hit it? Go Ellie Kid. What is this going on? Straight at it. As we say, all the babies are generally the most annoying things to find in this game until the distortion massive mass outbreaks became a thing. You would be lucky to get one. Honestly, oh no, you're doing that stupid sneeze there. Yeah, that is definitely the hardest ones. And the thing is, it's going to be one that's... There's only like 3 or 4 things that can be in special spawns. If that makes sense. Like, we know it's only going to be Bronze or Geodude, Graveler, Heracross, but it's location-based Heracross, so it shouldn't be as bad. What are the other rare ones? Like, there's a Magnezone. You won't have got a Magnezone in this area unless it's flying. That's a big thing. Voltorb and Rotom are the 2 difficult ones. But Burmy and Wormadam, you're only going to get them in special encounters, so that's not really a problem. It's going to be... If you can't get them in the overworld, so it's going to say it's this area. So that works in our favour. I want to go and check the Steelix just for the fun of it. Because why not? I tend to get it shiny quite a lot. And if I do, it'll probably break you. But again, the distortions could also be difficult. So yeah, I get why. That's why I was a bit more skeptical to do it. But at the end of the day, it's a tester. If it turns out to be difficult to keep track of, we won't do it again. It'll just be normal shinies or alphas. Okay, Steelix wasn't shiny. Steelix wasn't shiny. That was to fly. And we've been around here. Check the Bronzons. Why not? Okay. Well, we do have packages to get. We're going to leave this map. We'll reset it. Why not? We did actually do everything to unlock the Spiritomb yesterday as well, which I know is not much help on this map, but it will be helpful next time we play. There is an event Strudel in the chat, if anyone wants it. And we did... Oh, we must have already finished Mr. Mime, or Mime Jr. Chansey, because I put a Chansey and I've unlocked that, that's good. Rotom, we could have caught... no, we can't do much for that, but Elekid is done. Okay, and the Garchomp I put in was actually Hunt King Luxio. The Lux Ray, isn't it? That I think you're on about? No? I'm pretty sure it's a Lux Ray. Or is that what you're after, the Luxios? Always to the summit camp. So ironically is winning. Oh, thank you for the follow, Frankie Shiny Hunt. Welcome in to the second shiny Sunday shiny race. We're still learning the name of it, but we go through the different games, and each Sunday we want to do a shiny hunt race. So today we pick Legends Arceus. The winner gets to pick the map, or the next sort of event. So in Sword and Shield we do routes. In Scarlet and Violet we're going to do types this month. We may offer it as routes as well, or map locations. And in PLA it is just pick a map. And the winner last time, which was Dragon, picked this map for PLA. And we already have an early leader in, ironically, who has a shiny Roselia. But you're more than welcome to take part and see how well you do. We have a little vault of shinies as well, so the winner can win a vault Pokemon. I'll be honest, they're not the most exciting. There's no legendaries, they are just sort of spare shinies we have many of from different games over the years, but there are a few Hisuians in there, so if you are a Hisuian collector, you could find something good in there. And everyone is welcome to play. Each normal shiny is worth 1 point, a special shiny is worth 2, which is kind of like your rock, tree, box, distortion or flying Pokemon, and an alpha is worth 3 points. And yeah, that's kind of the race. Last week we said we did Route 1 in Sword and Shield. We only got one shiny between us all, which was a little bit slower, but it was the first event, and we only had 3 of us playing along. So hopefully this one can bring a few more people along to join in. It is potentially chaos. I don't know. I've never hosted a very, very big race. Sword and Shield is a lot easier to do, I think, because it's just running at a Pokemon. This is actually staring at the game and seeing what you see. But at the end of the day, it's just designed as fun while we continue our attempts at our living form decks, brand new on the Switch 2. Which we've been doing, well, since, well, about a month now, say. We only do it on stream. There is no other time to shiny hunt for me. So we had to start brand new saves. So we've finished 3 games on stream and a bit of shiny hunting on the way. So we've got Distortions we've got Dynamax Adventures on one side. We've got a Legends Arceus save. We're still working our way through. We don't have the shiny charm yet. We are so far behind getting a shiny charm. And Violet is complete with the exception of most of the Blueberry storyline. We're working on a dex in there, so we've got a lot of just general filling out the living decks. We wanted a brand new one so we could put it straight into the Scarlet save to get the shiny charm. We are only going to really use Scarlet to shiny hunt the Distortion Pokemon. I don't really want to spend any more time playing Scarlet because I've only got the base game of Scarlet. It's not really going to do anything for us. Nothing else in there other than the distortions, and Roaring Moon has already eluded me for so long. We will also do a shield save, which will probably be set up for our Swords of Justice, because I don't want to become champion in my best save, because I like the lower levels for random encounters, pretty much. A little bit lazy of me, but it works. It doesn't level scale the island armor. They're still like between level 10 and 30 or 40 depending on where you are. And the final thing is once we finish this one, we will set up a BDSP one, which will give us a chance to do a tiny bit of radar hunting maybe, if I can figure out how to do it properly or make enough money in the game without losing my mind. But yeah, that's kind of it. I did have a little go at Let's Go, but I really just cannot stand playing it. It's still going to be there. There are a few early route stuff I will need to look at. But if I can get them in another game that's a more enjoyable method, I may just give up and stick to them. Like, we were looking for like your Caterpies and Weedles and stuff. But I'm not completely sure what's the best way of doing it yet. But it's quite hard when you're only doing about 4 hours a day on each game. As I say, nothing gets done offline. The only thing that will be getting done offline is the breeding in Violet, once we get the shiny charm, and a non-English Ditto, which I believe we've got someone lined up to trade us one. I wanted to try and get a fresh one as well, not somebody's old one. I could have put an old one in. I caught myself a Ditto. I would love to get a brand new caught one, just to add a little bit of something to the challenge again. We're just making it harder and harder as we go anyway, so why not add something else? We're also doing one shiny of a G-Max form and a Mega form. So yeah, there is plenty to do. Hence why we're only at 15. And with this one we are a long way away. Wouldn't mind one of you, to be honest. But why did you have to escape, sir? Get in the ball. Yeah, shall we get a Toxic Rope? You're definitely vanished, haven't you? Of course you have. We want to try and just snag this alpha. We're still working on this one, so... That's an alpha too, but it's an angry alpha. We also do monthly nickname themes. So this month's nickname theme is chocolate/chocolate bars. Which I think is a fun little nickname theme. First month was countries. We will probably return to do that again, because we only caught about 6 or 7 in June because we were doing so much story. I may as well check in the cave because we didn't get a distortion. But whatever, let's see how well it goes. We're in the cave. Okay, that's not the A button I was pressing. That would have been smart. Okay. It's mainly to check these. So you're not shiny. And I believe I need to beat you with a grass move, so we're going to come and beat you with a grass move. Again, dex entries are still something I'm working on. So I will be doing a few bits along the way. I've only got 90 in here. I have not fought Volo yet, either, because I couldn't really be bothered. And we may as well get a move with Regigigas done, right? Actually, I still think I need to catch Crobat. Okay, you were meant to actually go into this battle. Silly giant slow thingy-mabobbity that I don't know what you are or care enough. It will probably knock me out, right? Nope, we're dodging. We'd be dodging. What did you need to use? I think you needed to use a strong style headbutt. But I could be wrong with that. So yeah. What is you? You is nothing too scary. Yeah, I don't care. Like, 3 goes at me. Really? 4 goes before I get another go. What is this Crobat made of? We'll do a Zen Head, but why not? It should finish it and ticks off Psychic Destroyed. But I think I need to actually catch a Crobat. It's probably slightly more important than knocking it out, but whatever. Let's go. We've done our tour. We didn't get a distortion. But reset number 3. Did we get? Wishcash is done. That is good, actually. Regigigas, it was Giga Impact that I needed to do. 1 strong style Giga Impact, and it's done. No, maybe 2. That's not too bad. You got a Rhyhorn. Congratulations, Dragon. That pulls you level with, ironically. Oh, I have a Golbat outbreak. We may as well check that one out. So that makes it 1-1. You don't have to do anything like nicknames. Like, they're yours to keep, to do whatever you want with. I'm never going to ask for any of the stuff that you get on these races. They are yours forever and ever and ever. I'm also pointing out, you don't have to take a shiny if you don't want one. I know Dragon didn't want one last week because he's doing his own project. A lot of people prefer shinies in their own trainer IDs. I just do it because it feels like a nice little prize. I don't really have anything else to offer, if I'm honest, so that's the best I can do, really. So yeah, that's kind of it, really. I just hope it's fun and everyone can laugh along with it. Get some of the stuff they've been searching for the most. Like, this one is and more, has a lot of interesting potential encounters, because we got like the Rhyperia here. We get Miss Magius, which is one of my favourites to use in any of these games. Plus you get Rotom, but when you come to the Hisui and stuff, you get a chance for Sneasel and Voltorb. I don't think there's any more Hisuians on this map. Probably get proven wrong by somebody, but I think they're the only Hisuians that spawn on this map, even with distortions. No, maybe not. Yeah, I think they're the only ones. But as I said, I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, you never know what we get. Like, as we said yesterday, we got no shinies at all. And we played this game for about 4 hours. A bit of it was dex entries, granted. But, yeah, I had fun. You got... Oh, and Gudra. See, I told you there'd be one of them that I'd forget. And Basculin, I guess. We'll go back to that, because I like going to that corner when there's Clefable there. Of all my years playing this game, I've never actually had a Hisuian Sneasel. Which is very weird to say, considering it's one of the main reasons why you would play this game. Well, I've never actually had the Hisuian Cleavor. I could have easily made one. But no worry, Will. We're only about 25 minutes in, so it's only 1-1 to Ironically and Dragon, so you haven't missed too much. So yeah, hopefully you can enjoy and get a chance at something. If you do want to play along, you can just watch along if you want. There's never any pressure to be completely committed to joining in. I just wanted it to be a little bit different than I'm going to be playing this game and shiny hunting today. I wanted to give the viewers a chance to win something along the way. No. Which has always kind of been my madness when I come to shiny hunting. I just want it to be something people can play along with. More than anything else. So, but hopefully you will enjoy the rest of the day. And you'll see us get some shinies today, because I don't have any shinies. There is an event Venipede in the chat, if anybody does want it. I may miss some of these today, I'll be honest. It is hard to keep on top of them when you're doing outbreaks and stuff. So yeah, just be aware that I might miss it. I can't keep on top of everything today. So that is the plan. Well, this is our third tour of the map, and we still have not seen a shiny. Which would be good just to get one. I don't care if it's even like something not... No time for PCG. Fair enough. You want to win because you're going to have dinner soon. That's the main reason why you need to rush. You don't want to lose your first place or joint first place. But let's carry on. I only have 10 minutes. But you might come back after dinner, I guess. You never know. Gudra time. Are you shiny, Gudra? Can we break the game and get a shiny Gudra? No, we can't. But if you would go for Gudras and Co, they did the special Sligo event in Scarlet and Violet. So you could have easily got them all in there, to be honest. That's where I got a ton of them. Because their shiny stands out a lot more in that game. Do I check the cave every time for the Crobat? I actually need to catch the Crobat, that's the silly thing. That is the worst thing about it. So we may just... I'm not going to fly back, I don't think. I may just go in there, grab it. Or try and grab it. Get a bag. Because we still want that second shiny stone. Because we are still trying to get a Togekiss. Like, we've trained a Togetic right up, so we might as well evolve it. Do you collect anything? As in, what do you mean by collect things? As in items and everything? Or like quests and stuff? And we did actually finish all the wisps yesterday. Hello, Mr. Belgium. How are you doing? Oh no, I don't do any collectibles or anything. Not at the moment, no. How about yourself? Do you got any collectibles? Where is the Golbat? There they are. Do we catch Golbats? Probably. Go. Go. The closest to like proper collectibles I did is I used to, but I haven't bought any in a long time, but I used to get a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays in all my years. Got like over like 1,000 of them. Because where I used to do a lot more writing about films, I would basically just sort of collect a lot more. It is 1-1 at the moment to Dragon and Ironically, with a Roselia and a Rhyhorn. So it's the R race. I'm just going to check Crobat. I guess the closest to anything else being collectible is probably the actual physical games, but I don't really do much of that anymore. It's one of those. It was one of those things where you just kind of wanted odd bits rather than everything. Oh, I was hoping we could catch you. But with gaming wise, like, I've been through like odd habits of collecting, but the thing is, as soon as I used to start, something would come along and disappear quite quickly from the shelves. Like, the closest to ever doing Pokemon cards was I had I've got basically everything but the Charizard from base set 1. But outside of that, I don't have anything else. I did get a few Fossil, Jungle and Team Rocket, but I've moved a lot of that on. And I got the very first set of Tops. I don't even know if there's anything different about them, but I've got a load of them and they're sat there and I don't know what to do with them. And I think I even had like the first time they did stickers as well, which is even stranger. So that's the closest to proper collectibles that I've got. I've only got the shield on my team because I do need to do some ancient powers. And if this breaks out, we may just try and kill it if it doesn't kill me. Okay, its stats are back to basic. It gets a lot of moves, Crobat, I'm not going to lie. Considering it's just had 2 moves between me throwing a Pokeball at it. But whatever, whatever. We'll put out King Typhlosion. Are you coming to take part today, Mr. Belgium, or are you still working on your living dexes? Crobat is hating me quite a lot today. It just seems to be determined to sabotage me, and I only need to catch 1 to tick it off. or trigger the what's it called, the dex to actually be done, because I've beaten it so many times. I've probably seen it do countless moves. I don't know. But if you go back to the collection stuff, some of the other things is I'm a big horror fan, so I tend to get the box sets. Pretty much. So I've anything like Scream, Friday the 13th, and all of them. I've pretty much got every single one set up. I did meet Robert Englund, who signed my Nightmare on Elm Street series, which was very nice. Fair enough, Mr. Belgium. Good luck with your living decks. Just on the start menu. Nearly got me, and that does remind me, I should turn Blurt down again. I only caught 7 things. Okay, we got all the bats. I think Crobat should be done, though. That's the only reason I caught it, because you have to catch one of everything just to trigger the research to count. I haven't finished Golbat yet. You're kidding me, right? I could have gone and beaten one with a Psychic move, or an Ice move, I guess. But Crobat, we've done tons of. And yeah, that's okay. We got Crobat done at least. That's an annoying one. When you do your building of your living shiny decks, are you doing much of it on stream, or are you going to do most of it offline now, Mr. Belgium? I know that you've mentioned your plans to do like the mythicals first and then just work your way through it. Are you going to treat it like an online sort of series type thing, or just do it as and when you feel like it sort of thing? The Electabuzz Electivires are done. Pretty confident in saying. What about more Glygars, or Gliscors, or Machokes? Because Gliscor is a gender difference, so we can get more Glygars. There is a tree. Can we get bonus points and take the lead? Nope. No, we can't. We said shiny Gligar, or ironically, who takes the lead. I'm guessing when you say this, you've caught them as well. I think the Burmese dead. I'm not going to lie. I think we just about beat it. Thinking back at it, it could have been quite good to put an Hisuian one slightly higher in points totals, but I don't know. I didn't really want to overcomplicate it, to be honest, with too many different things. That's why I was surprised when you asked for flying, because it's pretty much... Is it just Magnezone that flies in this map? Or am I mistaken and missing one? I feel like it's just the Magnezone. Yes, okay. And that's going to be ultra rare anyway. I don't think people are going to reset for that in a race, right? Never know. People can play the race how they want, I guess. I wouldn't do it. But I don't really mind getting duplicates and stuff, so... The more we get, the better, I guess. It'd be very interesting to see if we can release this challenge into ZA in the future. And how the shiny mechanics in that game are going to work. We've got, what, a couple of weeks till we learn? We did not catch the Probo Pass either, annoyingly. It is night, so I am going to change my route slightly. I think I'm tempted to make this my new route, if I'm honest. Because I feel this just about makes a little bit more sense. I don't know. Do any of you have a preferred route for this map? Or are you quite happily fast travellers? I'm not the biggest fan of fast travelling to get to everywhere, because I feel like I always will miss something right in front of me. Because I've just missed, like, what, 2 spawn areas. And if we do this, we can then go up to the quarry first. Because getting to the quarry has been one of the longer things I've noticed. It takes too much time for my liking, so we're going to try this. And then we swoop back round here. And then we take on this top area. Because we take ages getting up and down these bits. I'll leave that tree for now. Where am I? I'm going the wrong way. And we want to go round here. Like, now we're going to double back on ourselves. I think I should probably do what I've just done, but actually do this little bit the other way around, if that makes sense. If I carry on going the way I was and then come back to here, and I should be able to get a free jump across without needing to do all of what we've just done climbing, which we're going to have to do at the end here, because now we're backtracking. But then the other side of it is, we will actually go straight through the bottom of the quarry this time, which could work too. I don't know. We work on our different little routes. Each one is slightly different. I'll try the tree now then. Let's get it. Regigigas versus Heracross. Interesting mix. But we've been going 40 minutes. The team community has 4 shinies, which is very good. It is a good start for everything. I was expecting to do that, I think. So we're already battering last week's record, where we really struggled for shinies. I'll be honest, it's always going to be harder than when we do Galar. I do think we just pick different routes each time. We're not always going to do Route 1 though. And it'll be whoever wins the type one will get to pick that. Because there isn't really anything you pick when you win the card one. Maybe we could do 2 routes. That could be a thing as well. So the person that wins the type one and the card one gets to move on to the next game. And then it opens up the door for a bit more in Galar. There is an event Purloin in the chat, if anybody wants it. I'm just going to walk into this rock. Okay, let's go. Shiny Alpha Steelix, please. That would be funny. It is always the Alpha I get, so 1 more isn't going to be a problem, right? No, why are you a stupid Sneasel again? I think Sneasler's going to make me rage quit this game at some point in the future. Definitely. There's a Misfortune Sister, but we'll leave them behind. We don't need to worry too much. There is a tree. We'll do the tree. No. Regigigas, go. What do you get? A Burmy. What are you going to do to the Burmy? Smash. Go for that one. But yes. Big hit there. Get it. Okay, now it's snowing, so that's definitely distortion breaking weather, isn't it? So I don't think we need to worry about lurking for one of them. We're going to go check Golem. Oh, there's another tree. This is the Cherum tree, isn't it? Yes. But not a shiny Cherum, which is a bit disappointing. It would have been kind of broken if we got a shiny Cherum. Oh, it's hitting me quite hard, but not hard enough to worry about. We'll just do another Giga Impact. Why not? See if we can get a big easy W. And there it goes. Bye bye. So we got Gastlies. Don't really want more Gastlies. We've had one. See, this is what you call streamer luck, right? When you join a streamer's shiny hunt race, you get shinies everywhere you go. But when you host one, there's no such thing as shinies. There's no such thing as shinies. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, we did survive. That was important. And I don't have ancient power on it. I'm not going to put ancient power on this thing. That's the only reason it was here. For ancient power. I'm an idiot. We survived. We survived. We are not completely useless. There we go. While I remember, we will put ancient power on you. Just do not evolve it until we've got enough points. Get rid of that. Don't really care enough for that move. Right. Because that's the only fossil that we've actually seen in this game. It's kind of bad. And just go up here past the Alpha Bronzon, I think, but didn't see me. So that is fine. And we'll head back. We got nothing again. In 45 minutes, we are at a total of 0 shinies. We have finished off Charum and Heracross, and Regigigas can go into the box. That is not too bad. We've got to just... We've done all of the legendaries, I believe, now. We've finished off everything we need to do for them. Obviously, we don't have the genies yet because we have not beaten Volo. I'm pretty sure I have to beat Volo before I get the genie. Right? Right, the legends I've been sticking in here. So we'll probably put them in home anyway. What else have we got? We were going to take something like Decidueye, I guess. Why do you do that, computer? Why? Go back there. Right. What does Decidueye need done to complete it? And a Dartrix. He's flying. Ironically wants to win this time. What do we need? Leaf Storm, Leaf Blade, and Triple Arrows. Okay, what do you actually know? Leaf Storm. Okay, you've got all the moves you need. So ironically is up to 3 and is taking a commanding lead in this race. Will anyone be able to stop him before his dinner? And hopefully the time when I start getting all the shinies, right? Oh, we've been getting the muds, which is kind of important. Because we want to make more sticky globs, and mud you cannot buy. No outbreaks, and I picked the wrong camp. And I picked the wrong camp. I want to try this new route I sort of tried in the last run. If I'm honest. See if it does work out any better, because trial and error makes these more easy to get around. Like, I've got one for the coastlands I quite like, because we just spent a lot of time in the coastlands in the past. But the Mayalands and the Icelands, I've really struggled to find a good route round without jumping between the 2 fast travel points. So I don't really like jumping through the fast travel points that much. But yeah. So, and the Fieldlands, I've got a bit of a route, but it's not great. I do double back on myself a little bit, but the Highlands and this one, the Highlands and the Coastlands, have relatively comfortable routes, I find. So who goes and gets the first shiny alpha and catches up with ironically in one Pokemon? That is the better question. That is the question. Another shiny. How many shinies do you need, ironically? He's determined to win this race. Just one of those days where you're going to get all the shinies and I'm going to get nothing. But I don't know if Dragon has the shiny charm either. I know for a fact I don't. So it's one of those, but we've seen it ourselves though. Like, of all the time in these games, we've got in 3 hours we got one. In 1 hour we got 3 shinies. But if you looked at it the other way, we've got 3 in 9 hours. So that's the other way of looking at it. We've both sort of had good and bad days. And this is not my best save, shall we say. But you never know, it may be enough to win. And what did we want to use this? Well, madame. At the end of the day, it's one alpha, and suddenly someone's caught up with you, really, isn't it? Right, we'll do a weak leaf blade. And a weak a hard-hitting leaf storm. Psychic? When did Wormingham learn Psychic? Because this should trigger a couple of different events. Probably could have done the triple arrows, but whatever. And I know that there is another one just here that is shaking. So we'll do this one. Just a Burmy. Never mind, we don't need to worry. It's only a Burmy. Let's get... Oh, this one's not weak to anything. Triple arrows? Oh, and you miss, do you? Oh no, you do hit it. But it's only level 19, and it survives. That's good. So if I can do a strong style, and we've seen it use Struggle Bug, which is also extremely good. That's also helpful. We also do use the Shiny Dex website to keep up with all of our shinies we've got on stream, which has some funny clips of me completely not realising something shiny. Most notably the Stunk Tank, which didn't look shiny on the screen I was playing on, but was quite clearly shiny when I took a photo of it. So yeah, that happens. It's a thing. But what alpha could we get to really win this over? What is the most winning alpha in this game? Well, yeah, we're going to try this new route that I've sort of tried. I want to see if it's good or bad. I don't think it's great, but you never know, right? It's a trial and error. But I'm starting to think there aren't shinies in this game anymore. I don't think there are. There is a shaking tree though. What is in the shaking tree? Hello? Oh, a big old Wormadam. Hello, big old Wormadam. Okay. I was meant to use the strong style on that one, but never mind. We'll do it on this one. Yes, I do realise that the strong style and agile styles are pointless when it's got 1 health, but it's just completing dex entries. Just all I really care about. Because I want to probably finish today on 100, which was meant to be the goal yesterday, but we got distracted by doing wisps and stuff. We could put the Spiritomb on the team, I guess. That is also an option. Oh no, we were meant to go here. This was the plan on this route. Deary, deary, that's a big parasite. Parasect, not parasite. Same thing. Dragon's got an Alpha Voltorb. Congratulations. I don't think it would bat. I'd like to think it was shiny. I don't. So that levels up the scores to 4 all. All of your hard work is gone. You're gonna have dinner later now. It's gonna be like, no. But congratulations on the shiny Alpha Voltorb. But you never know. You could just pull one out the bag if you come back after dinner. You never know. Anything can happen in these races. That's the key thing with them. All you need is 1 out for yourself, and suddenly you've got the 3 points back. Fair enough. You have a very big dinner. A 2-hour dinner. Don't worry, Will, I'm in the same spot. I have nothing either. And that's kind of the thing with this. Like, sometimes you're going to have really, really good days. As I said, I did a shiny race in this game the other day, and they were popping off everywhere. And as soon as I beat a person at the camera hosting, I get nothing. So that is a thing that happens. It is called Streamer Curse, I believe. Let's see how much better we do going up this way. But this is pretty much the end. I don't need to check the Crobats anymore, because I don't really care. Like, everything in that cave is done. But there is an event Gastrodon, if anybody would like it. Let's see, can we catch the event Gastrodon? Oh, that means Will has a shiny, or was trying to get me, but I just got to the end too early. But that's the joy of that. It can completely troll. It's one of those that I've been trying to master it myself. And it doesn't quite... Sometimes it's perfect, other times it's not. Okay, well, hopefully you can. Like, we can put the Situate away now. We actually did so much on it that time. Don't need it anymore. We should probably do Spiritomb, right? Probably the most sensible one to do. What does Spiritomb need? And where is it in the Pokedex? It needs Dark Pulse and Hex. Do we have these 2 moves? Dark Pulse, not Hex. We'll get rid of that. The main reason we can do a little bit of work on using Nasty Plot for the strong style, which is probably quite helpful. So we didn't get any mud on that run, but we're not really catching much, to be honest. So we're not really upping our supplies like we would normally. But I guess that's just part of the challenge. With 1 hour nearly up, we have 2 people on 4 points. Wait, I picked the wrong place again, didn't I? Somebody keeps dying at the Primordial Gottle. Both shinies in the race claims. I have seen the first one, so... And there is the Alpha. Very nice. Very nice. You've just got to be a little bit, like, careful with your clock on your game as well. On your system. Like, I know that you've done it today. And they're both got the same date. But other places can be very, very strict about the date, if that makes sense. I'm not going to worry. But just be careful when some places, as I say, will want the exact dates on there. And I'm guessing you've said before you've been doing a little bit of manipulating for outbreaks or weather or something. And sometimes that can, if you don't reset it, it messes them up. Yeah. Well, don't worry, like, I'm not too worried. Just making sure that, as I say, a few of the people I do races with are not that bothered, as long as they sort of know you from chat and they get on and everything. But all you need is one person to come along and be a pain. Say, well, how do I know you caught them? You could have just put them all up from old ones, if that makes sense. So don't worry about it today. Because I think if you had the date right, you might have been able to put that Voltorb in Keith's Living Form Dex challenge. But I don't know whether they will accept it with that date on it. So just be, as I say, most of it is just trying to get people into the practice of knowing that, or you just don't want to deal with one person causing trouble. And if you've got like everything there perfect for proof, then there's nothing anyone can do. Like, ironically, he's not going to get upset, for example. Because he knows you've been in chat and talked about it. Down we go. Pop. Let's fly. Do this round cycle. I did like our route on the last run, to be honest. It did seem to get the least duplicates. I want to see what could turn up in this, item-wise. Okay. Nothing that interesting, to be honest. Nothing in these corners. Go, bravery, fly. Has Clefable spawned? Probably not. Get back into the horse mode. The deer mode, even. It would be crazy to think that I could do 2 days in this game and not get a single shiny in, what, 7 hours? It is a very real possibility at the moment. I wouldn't even mind so much if I missed a shiny. Just something that makes the sparkly noise for me. Do we get some luck or not? That is the question. I've gone down like this route so many times, and I found so many in like this first little dip down here, and this time I barely see a thing. Yanmagas. Oh, an Alpha Yanma. let's keep going. Let's keep on rolling. I do think it's quite funny though, because somebody we were talking to said that the Voltorb is a rare spawn, and the fact that you got the alpha's brilliant. I've never seen Voltorb as a rare spawn, to be honest. I nearly always see 2 or 3. I probably see as many of them as I do Sneasels. Sneasels, yeah, and Sneasels and stuff. Probably more than the Zora as well. So it's one of those weird ones, like, to call it rare? Who says our little Pokeball is rare? But let's keep going. Because this is where I have done a lot of like grinding in this game before, where you've just done routes after routes, and like a lot of people just don't even bother doing the map if there's nothing on it. And I don't really care, I just do more. It has 4. What's that behind? I've just never seen it as a truly rare spawn. I always find a couple by the Luxray. There's usually a chance for it by the Rhyperias. And Sneasel, I think, has the same on this map. Has 2 going towards the Gyarados waterfall and 2 going towards the Steelix. And that's, I think, about it, if I'm not mistaken. But I might be wrong. Completely wrong. It probably doesn't help that I think I got 2 in the 31-hour challenge I did. I got 2 Voltorbs. And as we always say, if you get the shiny, you never really consider it rare, because you've managed to get it. It's the ones that you don't get you always start considering rarer. But I definitely would say Zora is the rarer of the Hisuian ones, right? If I'm not mistaken. That's how I look at it. But then you also take into account that the massive mass outbreaks have made nearly everything common. And that probably takes another bit out of it. Yeah. But as I think the distortions have broken them a bit too much. Not distortions, the massive outbreaks, so they never feel rare anymore. Especially if you're shiny hunting, if you're that desperate, you go into it. Hello Casper, how are you? Good morning. I know it must be very early. We currently have 2 people on 4 points. With 1 being an Alpha Voltorb. I'm still sat on a grand total of 0. So you haven't missed much. There is just under 2 hours left. I'm also doing a bit of Dex work as well, because this game doesn't have the shiny charm, so I've got to do a bit of work. So I know it is very, very early for you. At least 5, maybe 6 o'clock. I always forget just how big America is. Because we got another friend of the channel that's on the East Coast, and there's only like a 4-hour time difference for them. I believe they would have been... No, it may even be less. It may only be 3. But we're trying our new route today, which is going up here. I'm not really determined to just reset for the massive mass outbreaks. I tend never to do that. I'll be honest, a relaxed shiny hunter in this game. I'm not a fan of the the permutation methods. I don't enjoy it. It's a bit like I don't enjoy soft resetting either. But that's 4. I've seen 3 Voltorbs there. Just so you get a complete idea of the points, it is just a normal 1 point for a plain old shiny. 2 points if it's like a box, a flying, a tree, distortion, etc, etc. And 3 for an alpha. Hence why Dragon is also on 4. Ironically has got 4 normal shinies. Couple of Glygars, Dartrix, and something else that I've forgotten. And Dragon has the Alpha Voltorb and I forgot what your other one was as well. My memory is going, there's too many shinies. Not like last week when it was easy, there was 1. We all could remember just 1. But the funniest thing was I went and got a Squovit later that week on Route 1. Oh, nose pass, stay in the bowl. We need research done on you. Gary the Gyarados. Let's go. Rhyhorn, that's the one. Oh yeah, the other one was Roselia because it was all the R's to start with. It is very, very early. And it turns out it looks like I've been getting the times wrong. I still think it's GMT, not GMT minus or plus 1. I never really understand time zones. So it's worked in Ironically's favour, but it's worked against you. So maybe I will have to one day think about more evening-y based ones for me. I don't know. But then that takes Ironically out of it as well. It's very difficult to find a perfect time zone. Because part of me picks this time because there's a lot less people on anything this time. If I move back to 3 or 4 hours later, there's quite a lot of people on and it's harder to stand out in a crowd. And I struggle in the evening times. I get very drowsy very quickly. Oh, we have the Yanma outbreak here, don't we, right? Shall we do the Yanma outbreak? Shall we see if we can finally get something else here? Can we finally get a shiny, please? Nope, you're an angry Yanma, and so are you. And so are you, probably. Okay, you're all angry Yanmas. Calm down. There is a Raticate in the chat, if anybody would like it, in the PCG. Dark Pulse, I can't remember, it's strong or agile I've got to do. We might as well try agile and then try strong. Like, we only finished getting the Wisps the last time we played this game. Hence why we haven't really done much. Yeah. Get you Yamba. And we'll do the same. Agile on Hex. What? You avoid Hex. And you're stunned. That makes no sense. So playing through this game, we have only done about 92 dex entries. So we're a long way away from the shiny charm. And I've only got one thing on the team at the moment that I'm training or doing the work for, and that's the Spiritome. But hopefully, we still want like a distortion. That would be kind of nice. We still need Craniodos. That's just the big thing that's really been eluding us a lot. That definitely looked like a backstrike, I'm not going to lie. I think the game hates me. I am a top candidate, apparently. Oh, why are you all so angry? Do I want to keep doing this or not? Shall we bop you? Can you stand still, please? Bop. Bop. The most devastating move. Well, that wasn't what I threw. How many Yammers are there? Oh, this is a proper outbreak, not a massive mass outbreak, right? That's probably why. Oh, there is another one coming. Oh, we got a distortion. We have a distortion. I'm going to have to do that. Are you angry? No, you're not. Right, I think that's it. Nope, get down. Okay, we could actually try and beat this with a rock move. We put Ancient Power on this for a reason, and that was the reason. Okay, Air Slash will survive that. You're only level 28. We need Ancient Power to be used. There we go. Good work. Shield on. And we'll do this. Oh, that's big and scary. Will this die to a rock move? Probably not, but we'll just keep using the Ancient Powers. We need to do, I think, 15 to get this to the level that's acceptable, but okay, it died. It happens. Let's go with our Typhlosion then. Why not? It is a friend of the team. Let's keep going. Let's destroy it. Let's see, where is the distortion? Oh, it's actually just at the quarry. So I can finish doing this route. And jump back up and go and sit in there and wait, I guess. Like, I can't really say no to a distortion just because I need the Craniodos. That is the most important thing. If I can get one, I'll be happy. I don't care about the Rowlets. I just need that. Just to tick something off. I'm trying my hardest not to transfer stuff in that's going to help with the Dex entries. I know everything sounds like I'm just putting more work on myself, but it's true, it is. It is definitely that. I just want to make my life harder, I guess. Now, I just want the challenge to last longer. Like, what do you do if you finish this challenge? That's the thing. Where do you go next? Like, you don't really want to start it again. I'm not the biggest fan of Troy. I would say I'm not the biggest fan. I don't really understand how marks work, so I don't really want to just hunt for mark Pokemon. But I am just more proud that I managed to get 2 of the elemental monkeys yesterday in Friend Safari in about an hour. I was not expecting that. Yes, I believe you came in to say hello earlier too. With your alt account. Yes. I thought that Pikachu with the same numbers as you was you. Okay. Well, somebody's made an account with your numbers. And your Pikachu photo that you use on Discord. Yes. Fair enough. It looked like your numbers. It still has the 1802 2001. and has the same Pikachu picture that you have on the Discord. And said I should know who they are, but they were a brand new follower today. And said that I will see what they get up to on their stream. Yes. Yours is like an R for this account that you're on now. Craniados, please. We'll catch these two and then we're going to go and see if we can find this fossil fella. You're a Rowlet. I hate you so much, you silly little bird. Sorry, bird keeper. I need the Craniados more than I need the Rowlet. I can get a Rowlet anywhere. I need the Craniados. And not you stupid Sneasel. I guess I could actually catch this one. I think Robin realises he's busted with his name. Yes, the channel icon. It's the same one you use on Discord. Drapion. I guess we can just collect items. We still have a bit of the map to actually search, to be honest. There was quite a lot we didn't do. We're trying a new route. But currently we're at 4-4 between Dragon and Ironically. Okay then. Maybe it wasn't you. But they seemed very confident that they knew who I was. And that I should know who they are. And have the same numbers as you. With your 2001-18. That's why it made it extra suspicious. Probably. I did suggest that they were from the north of Belgium, but they didn't quite react. The way I thought that you might, but... have we finished Magmar? No, but we can stun these two. Oh, you little pest. Catch them both, then. Okie dokie. Oh, that's another Sylveon. Wait, it has not... Has that seen me? Yes, it has. That is an alpha as well. Oh, okay, calm down, Sylveon. Fly away. What? How did you manage to curveball into the air? No. You can't. There's still an hour and a half to go. I don't even know how I died. I was nowhere near the thing that threw something at me. No point head start. Or... And all you got to do is go and catch an alpha and you'll be back in the race. Because ironically looked like he was going to win this with his eyes shut. I'm on 0. So it's already a fair fight. I don't have a single shiny. Ironically has gone for dinner. So technically you both get about an hour and a half. Basically. When I did say the start time. Dragon's on 4 because he got an Alpha Voltorb. But we can finish off the Spiritomb at least. We can evolve this now, actually. That's helpful. Should have thought that, shouldn't I? Okie dokie. That's all that have points so far. Ironically and Dragon both have 4 points. You get 1 point for a basic shiny as such, 2 points for a special, so box, tree, rock, flying. Okay, and thank you. And 3 points for an alpha. Didn't want to go too high on the alphas because otherwise it's... Yes, they're rarer, but if you get one, it's sort of puts you too far ahead. It's very difficult to get the numbers perfect for it because, as I said, like if I'd put alphas at 5 points, Dragon would be on 6 points and only got 2 shinies, and it's kind of difficult to say that that's not enough, but it is enough. Let's get Magnemite done, I guess. That might be a problem later. Right, Magnemite, where are you in this Pokedex? Surely you should be in this area, but no. Okay. Magnemite! There we are. You need to use Thunder Shock and Thunder Wave. And that's a lot of work. That's 4. 5, 6. It's going to be a frustrating one, Magnemite. Obviously I can evolve it, but I don't want to. Yeah, that seems... Because we're doing the dex entries, I'm sort of stopping a bit to double check what I can do. We're at 97. Can we get to 100 by the end of the race? And we got item management to do because we picked up a lot of stuff. And we lost some stuff. Luckily nothing too important, I guess. And I'm sure someone will find the bag. Oh, a Sliggoo outbreak. Interesting. That could be something that is rarer to catch, I guess. We never know, I guess. I'm trying to get Shiny Charm. I am at 208. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the grind is so much to do with. Like, I get the frustrations of it. I've done it twice, I think, now. And this is obviously the 3rd run through for it. It's really just gets to you after a while. Let's run away from the angry alley kid. Let's see, Gliscor. There is a Zigzagoon in the chat if anyone wants it. It's not an eventy spawn. So you never know. And while we're all doing this map, you never know, one of you might find my missing bag and save me. I would like to at least get 1 shiny today, though. I do feel like 1 isn't too much to ask for. I'll be honest. Okay, nothing again. So this is what we did with our very first attempt at any challenges. We would spend 1 hour just going round and round each map. So because I did so much, I sort of worked on routes to get around them faster. And with these routes, is kind of why I don't do this game too often. Because I do feel like some of the maps are a little bit boring. Nobody tried to get the Zigzagoon. Never mind. Dive down here. Gligar. Gliscor even. I've had a lot of Gligars in this race so far. I feel like there's been quite a lot of people who must have died around here because I've seen a lot of these. Thank you, Robin. Hopefully you can get a shiny. Run away, run away, run away, run away. We have about an hour and a half to go. I keep seeing lots and lots of bags here though, so I was looking to see if we could find them. I know it's distractions again, not doing any shiny hunting, which is what I should be doing. But whatever, we'll get a shiny eventually. Let's see whether you can take the lead in the remaining about an hour and a half. Sneak round here, I guess. To this corner, I guess we'll fly. Not too important. An Alpha Rosalia. And back out again. There was a shaking tree. We should do that. What did we want to actually level up? Magnemite. Pop. Probably found out this is ground type and this Magnemite is useless. Yes, this Magnemite. Apparently this could work. Okay, it didn't say it wouldn't work. Okay, we will try Bastiodon then, I guess. So we can't use this for the trees. That's an interesting thing to know. Let's have a look-see. I would like to think it might be something like Stealth Rocks, but I will see what they expect me to use. We'll try an Iron Head. Why not? Could be a good thing to try. You never know. Okay, I don't think they were the right moves. We should check, really. Let's have a little check. See what I should be using with Bastiodon. You should be further down here, right? Probably. There we go. Bastiodon. Stealth Rocks, Earth Power. I was close. Agile Style 2. That's not actually too bad. Right, back over here. I will one day have to start looking at getting some much more comfortable headphones. I've never been a headphone person, really. I used to do earphones, but earplugs, but they were just as uncomfortable sat here sort of thing. They're not as bad when you're out and about, but they sort of just ache after a while. So I need to find a better way to have sound. But I'm trying not to spend at the moment, because as we saw, we have bought the Switch 2, which is not the cheapest thing. I've also bought the fancy version of Legends EA, because why not? I get an umbrella, which will be an interesting addition. So yeah, we have an umbrella due in a couple of weeks. Well, months actually, because it's, what is it, October it comes out? I can't remember when it comes out. I've completely lost track of days, times, weeks and months. But it will be here day of, because that's Nintendo's promise. It was right with the Switch 2, so I'll believe it on the rest. Don't really fancy taking on the Heracrosses with the Bastiodon though. I'll be honest. Probably has a fighting move that will kill me in one. But I just want that level 10 on it, you know. Oof. Oof. We died. So if anybody does happen to be online and find a nice little bag by the ancient quarry, you know who it belongs to. It belongs to the bot that died there. Hello, Pokegamer. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome to our shiny hunt race. Hopefully every Sunday we do a shiny hunt race. Today we picked Legends Arceus, because it's a nice relaxing game to do. Last week we tried, I just called them the region ones, we tried Galar. Next week will be Paldea. In Paldea it will be for an exclusive type that the winner will get to pick. If they don't want to pick, it will be put on a wheel and will spin away. But yeah, that's kind of the goal. We just want to make it a bit of fun. There is a vault box that you can claim a shiny if you do win. You don't have to, but it's something there that's a prize for people who want to take part. Like, you can take part and just not take anything. It is up to you. I know people that like shinies with their own trainer IDs. But it goes hand in hand with our switch to Living Form Shiny Dex from Scratch challenge that we're doing, playing through this game, Violet and Sword at the moment, where we have an almighty total of 18. 3 of which are Cricketoon or Cricketots, which is also very funny. That 3 of our past 4 shinies were Cricketots and Cricketoons. Okay, you weren't meant to do that much damage, chat room. I just needed to use a couple of electric moves on you, because Magnemite needs to be worked on, and is horrible to do. That's the only reason we're here. Fine, we'll use Bastiodon. And yeah, we're near the end, so it doesn't matter if Bastiodon dies. It's the plan, right? It is the plan. Little by little, we get everything we ever needed. Space-time distortions, yeah, are special. Yes. I don't know if you're only reading, so I will write the answer. Good. It's hurting itself. We'll do this one. Why not? I've just got to double check each bit of the move. I just didn't want to put the abbreviation of space-time's distortions in the pinned comment. Nobody wants a pinned STD there, do they? Let's be honest. Leave me alone, Golem. We don't need to worry. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Run, 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 run. Get back to the top. Can we get a shiny, please? Next run. I've kind of given up hope this run, because this is it. Oh, tree. We have a tree. Can we get a good tree item? Nope, it's just a Burmy. Fine. It's just a Burmy. Let's go. Stuff rocks. That's it. Easy peasy. And when we say Form Dex, we will be trying our best to do all of the Burmies. No, we can use Agile. We can use the Agile. Right. Got it. Bronze on down. I feel like ironically and Dragon used up all the shiny luck today. Okay, we actually got Bastiodon done. That's actually really good. We'll keep it, because it's good if I want to perfect it, but I can get Shieldon in Violet very easily. When it comes to considering getting the DLC for Scarlet, I think I'm kind of at that stage where if there is a big payment from doing this somehow, we may do it. But at the moment, I'm not going to do it. out of my own sanity. There isn't too much in the DLC that's worth going for, really, if I'm honest. Like, it's just the Paradox legendaries, which are fine, but they don't really do that much, I don't think. Right, what should we take? Maybe we'll get Weavile done, because that's the only Weavile we've actually had. What does Weavile need doing to it? You know what, this is going to be alphabetical from now on. Weavile needs Sword Stance and Slash, basically. So, if I can do Agile Sword Stance, that is 2 points. If I can do Agile 2 more times is 3. Slash, yes. Do you have Slash? That is the question. And Sword Stance, I guess. You don't have Slash. That's not much help. Don't really care about the other moves because we won't do more than these two. And we'll empty the bag as well. Well, we can. We do need to make sure we empty the pasture to see what else we get. And we're coming up to 1 hour and 20 minutes to go. And I'm still sat at the grand total of 0. Maybe we get lucky and finally break the duck. And what are our distortions? Oh, mass outbreaks. We'll go this way. We'll run. I don't care. We'll run and fly. We won't see what we've got. We'll take a chance. We get the reaction when it sparkles at me. We definitely need a lot of Dustclops, so... Bye-bye. Where did you come from, sir? Wait, where did you come from? Got it. Backstrike. And I don't know why I did that on that, because I cannot use Slash. We'll use an Agile Night Slash on next. We may have to beat it with a dark move. That could be one of the things. Okay, or just knock me out, one of the two. Don't matter. We can get some Dust Skull stuff done. Right. My bag management needs to be improved dramatically. Wait, where did you come from? And you? Okay, you're actually out cold. No, no, no. Okay. I think that's actually all of them. Well, enough of them. Yeah, there's only one left. 2 left. Oh, it's a starry one. Maybe we will finish this one off then. No, yeah, this one. This item. We'll use the heavy balls. I'm going to start getting rid of these, to be honest. I want to go to the Gigaton. Why are you dodging? Like madman. What is... Oh. Stay in the bowl. Where have you gone? Get in the bowl and stay in the bowl. There. Smoke bomb, please. Well, alphas. Alpha Dustclops. Not what I wanted to see, really. But whatever. I just realised I don't think I can catch these. Okay, I can. There's this one left. I think that's it. Okay, that is it. There's no more coming. Don't need to worry. Right, what is next? What is this? Rotoms again? What is Rotom's situation? Defeat would be kind of good, I guess. And if I fight it, it might use a move. How did I manage to not hit the one I actually threw the ball at? Oh dear. Well, we only get one. That's all that matters. That's all we wanted. We're going to just use Thunder Shocks, because that's about all I can do. Thunderbolt. Okay. Okay, that hurt a lot more than I thought it would. But hopefully it'll do something agile, maybe. Okay. Disappointing. Disappointing. Let's try... Yeah, we'll put the Weavile out. Why not? Why not? Let's get a Swords Dance off and see what happens. And then a Night Slash. I know we won't finish Weavile with this. I'm probably leaving the Rotom battle. I think this is enough to beat it or complete it. Unless something comes shiny. That's another Alpha Spawn. That is crazy to think that I've had two potential Alpha... Well, it is an Alpha Spawn because it doesn't evolve. Imagine if they could spawn with the different forms of Rotom, not just the plain boring one. What is this then? What is it? Oh, it's Chingling. Pretty sure we've finished Chingling, haven't we? Oh, no, it's because I've got it shiny. I keep thinking I don't want it. Yeah, we got this shiny in Violet by accident, so I kind of haven't really been working on Chingling. Because I've done most of... Well, I've got it. And Chimecho's relatively easy to see. The food one is 2 points, so that is now 7. I guess I could try to catch a couple of them. If I get it to 3, that makes it 9. Right, yeah, because that's 4 points. If I feed it 2 more times, we're done. Actually, that'll be easier. Couple more bits of food. We will try and catch these, I guess. Why not? I've only seen 3 outbreaks and there's one that's run away. We're going to go along the cliff top to look at this one. That'll be the sensible play. We don't need to go down all the way, unless it's something we really want, because then we can go and look at the Rhyperior spawn. What is it? It is probably Ghastly. Looking at that, Haunter. It's even worse. Well, I do technically still need them, but I don't care enough to actually do it. What have we got here? Hippos. We have hippos, people. What is that? The Probobas spawned. Gabites? Could have been worse. But we want to try to get back up. But it seems like everybody's shiny luck has dried up a little bit now. What have we got? These elderly kids. And what is on the other side of this? Which is this bit? No, it's this bit down here. We get Lux Rays, of course. We're not doing that one in the corner because, well, it's the horrible cliff that takes ages to get up and down from. So we're not that bothered. Ghastly? Don't need Ghastly. Let's go across, and I think we pivot on the lower bit here and we should get across. Okay. Oh, sneeze. Oh. Oh, well, this is a Voltorb outbreak. Might as well try and catch the alpha one, right? Monkeys. I wish I could show off the proper monkeys I got yesterday, but they're in home at the moment. Why won't you let me throw this? That's the thing. I kind of just want another electrode, to be honest, because they're pretty rare. Electrode's a lot harder to deal with than Voltorbs. But let's see, do we get it? Is this a... It's not a new spawner. Where's this corner? What's this area? A new horde is spawning, okay. What is it? It is electrodes. We may actually try and catch these, you know. Okay, that one got angry. But, and that one's angry. But I think there's only... That's it. That one's just blown itself up, right? So it's disappeared. Oh, we'll leave it. I don't think any more are spawning. So if we do this one and probably check the one to my left. Stay on the deer, please. Stay on the deer. That is all we need. What have we got? What have we got? We get Robopass. Not a bad one. Sticks out at least. Not as aggressive as it probably should be, but might as well just catch them all and not get lucky, I guess. I don't really mind if this thing wants a fight. Do we have to beat it with? Oh no. What do we have to beat you with? It is ground and stun with an item. Okay, we might do that. So you're just the normal one. Backstride. Got it. What is this? Sparkly. Another new horde. Why are we getting so lucky with these hordes? Nearly every one we've done has had a new horde in today. In this one, like, go. Okay, that one got very angry. That one didn't stay in the... Well, I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. What's here, then? What is here? Electrokids or Eddy kids, whatever you want to call them. Right, we've done all of them, so we're going to go back here and just fly down quickly. See if we can see these last two. See if we do have the time. I don't think we do. I've definitely spent too much time trying to catch some of this stuff. Once we've done these two, we finished. Okay, we didn't get the time. We spent too much time with the nose passes. Not a problem. I'm going to probably check the Alpha Steelix, because that area wasn't touched. This whole route along here didn't have any spawns, I think. Maybe check the Gudra spot. But just one shiny would be really nice, game. Just one. Just not Cricketot. Unless it's a female one. Because then we will officially finish the 4 of them off. And it's not an Alpha Steelix. Okay. I feel like we need another map reset to see how it's going. Let's go back here. So we're getting close to the final hour. And, well, it's not been great. But I think we must have hit 100. We definitely hit 100. Have you put lots of grid items on your Pokemon? That is probably the first bit of advice I can give you. Just put tons, like get everything maxed out. For his team, the best tip I will ever give you for battling in this is agile is your friend. So you want a fairy that has Draining Kiss. Machamp with Drain Punch are so broken because if it takes a hit off something, the Machamp, it can then use Drain Punch on the Arcanine, for example, or the Goodra, and it will get nearly all its health back. Drain Punch is one of the most broken mechanics. So try investing in moves that do damage and restore health. They're the things that I've been doing most when I've tried it. For example, I haven't even tried it in this game yet. I don't think my teams are ready for it. I still need a shiny stone. We'll keep one. One of them was an alpha. Keep that one. But just be prepared that you know how many you've got to do battle-wise as well. Remember, it isn't just the 6. Fairies are very, very broken. I don't know what your starter was. I think Samurott could be very big because it has a dark move that's like Stealth Rocks, where it'll just keep doing damage. I've used it quite a lot myself. But just plan to start using Agile. Don't risk Strong Style. Because Agile means you're controlling the speed a lot more than the computer is. If you use normal moves, you've lost a bit of control of the pace of the match. Like if I was to go in there now. What sort of, like, when I say if you've done like the grit stuff, so you can see with this Gardevoir on the stats it's got like 10. So if you've done that with the team you're currently running, if you've done that, then you should have a much, much better chance. Like Gardevoir, Typhlosion. I want this to be a Togekiss. Roselia. Weavel's just in here to be trained, but those 4, for example, are going to be the 4 of the ones I'm planning on using. I haven't got a shiny stone, right? And just put it in here without realising. I know we bought one, but that was it. No. The thing is, when you start doing the dex entries, you'll get the grid items if you're just doing the catching as well. So when you catch things, you will find yourself just getting tons without you realising. I've been selling it as well. Because I just thought, you know what, I don't really care. Like, once you do get the dex stuff done, you don't really need a battle-worthy team anymore. So you don't need the dex entry stuff. So that's the other side of it. But I can't actually remember his full team. I know it's like Arcanine, Goodra, and I think Giratina. But I can't actually remember who else he has. I imagine he probably has Gastrodon, maybe, if it's based off Cynthia. But I've not done the battle for so long. The other one that could be really good, people have soloed Volo with a Cresselia. And if you're not worried about levels, just grind up to level 100 and you should be a lot better off. That's kind of what we're doing, like, because we're not worried about the challenge of Volo, we kind of just are playing to get to the shiny charm. Oh, there is a rock. What do we have? We can use this for now. What have you got? Graveler. That's not good. That's very not good. Okay, you are weak to Blizzard, apparently, being a rock type. Try our luck with it. And there we go. wasn't shiny, so it didn't bother me too much. Is your big plan to eventually shiny hunt in this game as well, or are you just looking to complete it as such? Because obviously if you do want to shiny hunt, the dexes are going to be the most important thing to focus on. If you just want to complete it, you've only got to get level 10, which is a lot of work, as we've seen ourselves. Like, it's taking so long to do most of them. There's probably a lot that are like one thing away, and I'm going to have to just sit and focus on it next time on probably Wednesday. But today is race day and we have no shinies again. How is it possible we've hosted 2 races in as good as 5 hours and had no shinies yet? And we didn't get any shinies yesterday either in this game. We've just been getting destroyed by no shiny luck, to be honest. Oh no, that's not good. I wasn't expecting the Graveler to get involved. Blizzard on one? Okay, that was not the one I wanted Blizzard on. I'll be honest. That's gonna hurt. But it hurt itself, which is good. I may as well do a sword stance. Get a bit stronger. Maybe. Okay, we'll keep going. It's going to do one hit. This is important for the deck stuff, let's be honest. And then I can put out Rosa Raid if it gets knocked out. Should survive one of them. And I need to use a slash, so that's why we're using slash, not because it's very helpful. Did a lot more than I thought it would. That was a crit. That's what I thought it was going to use earlier, the rock slide, but we seem to get lucky and avoid it. Or not get used on us. This needs to use energy ball, so this could be kind of big. Still haven't actually even done Rosa Rage yet, and it's been on the team for the last 3 or 4 days. Magnemite still needs a lot of work. I was hoping to use it against the Cherum, but the Graveler got involved. I need one during the day, that's what I'm catching. Trying to catch that. And that's a court, so that should finish Rosalia. What is next? Okay, this is a tutorial, isn't it? I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I forget whether I'm doing what I call a tour or a mass outbreak speed run. But we've got 1 hour left. As we said, currently Ironically and Dragon are joint first with 4 points. And also the only ones that have got off the mark. Wait, isn't there? Did I skip an outbreak? I swear I had a Sliggoo outbreak. Must have missed it, or just ignored it happening. Never mind. But you watch, as soon as I finish today, I'll do some sort of shiny event that someone's doing and get a shiny straight away. But for my luck, streamer luck as they call it, it's non-existent. There is another tree. If this is Wormadam, we're in trouble. Burmy? Okay, we're still in trouble. Thank you for the lurk, Sophia. Yeah, so we're not doing great today. I would like to have done a bit better. I really would have. I thought we could have got 2 or 3 shinies today. I'll be brutally honest, I didn't expect to win. I knew that up front. I didn't think I would win. But I'm happy that we've had a few more people join in today. It shows that this game has a little bit more interest in shiny hunting. Like, I know Some people haven't got any shinies as well, but it's just the idea of community trying to achieve something in these games, which is what we're trying to achieve. What we want most is just to have people shiny hunting relaxing and trying to get things they may have ignored or skipped over the years. Hence the route ones, the type ones, the map locking in this. But I do wonder what type, ironically, or Dragon will pick next week. If it's a draw, I'll probably just let you both pick a type and we'll just do a dual type one, or not a dual type, but you know what I mean. We can hunt both types if you pick differently. That seems to make the most sense. You and me both, Casper. Have you got this perfected, any of these dexes, or are you still working on them? But at least you're nailing the Connect 4 down perfectly. I liked how I somehow managed to get into a position where I had two ends of a 5. So I completely messed it up for myself and I've got more work to do. I would like to think next week's will be the easiest all-around one. But it's whether people want to shiny hunt certain types, I guess. Because if we are type locking it to let's just say flying types, I'm sure there's a way to get a good couple of flying types relatively easy, with or without Herber. Because you've got to remember, my account does not have Herber yet. Yeah, I haven't done any big raids yet. Yeah. See, I laugh with this game, like, my best account, which is day one release account, I've got about 120 perfected, and I joined a shiny race and won the shiny race on that game. But on this game, this copy, I just can't get a thing. So it's one of them. I think it's all these games. Didn't I get me? I didn't get a shiny weird ear, no. I caught a weird ear because it was in the massive mass outbreaks. That's why I got it, instead of having to do all of the side whatever it's called move you've got to do that I hate doing. Because I'm too lazy to do movesets. Graveler and Roselia. Actually, Graveler probably was already done. Nearly at the next star rating, actually. If I do 2 more slashes, we will be there. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Like, with these outbreaks, it's good to get some of the annoying ones, but it wasn't a shiny, sadly. Never had in my life have I had a shiny. Of all of the Hisuian ones, the only ones I've got shiny is Arcanine Growlithe, Quillfish, and I actually got a Zora the other day for the first time, and Voltorps. I haven't even bothered to evolve like a Cypher I could have done, or a Weird Ear, or a Statler. I've only had, I think, 3 rounds of them. Because I'm also doing a little bit of dex entries, I'm not resetting the map as much as I probably should. This is why I'm not good at the actual races, if I'm honest. I tend to just go and do my thing on the side. And a Voltorb. Because I think completing the dexes is very important, and just resetting and running, I get a little bit bored of this game at times. But by doing this, it just frees me up to do a bit of research, which I would be doing anyway. It's just I'm focusing on one map, which is good and bad. That's kind of why we do these races. Like, It does help with the bigger challenge, but it also just brings everyone in to play along too. I'm hoping I can get 2 slashes in. And then Weavile is complete. Because the other thing you have to remember on this map is I need the Cranidos, and it's not showing up. I'm pretty sure I still need the Porygons as well. We'll get Weavile done. Why not? We know we've done the Voltorb stuff, so I'm not as worried. But I need to do 2 slashes to hopefully get there. But yes. But Casper, have all of your streams been going well? I know you're usually, as I mentioned many times, going live when I'm about to go to sleep. Well, probably about 3 hours into sleep. But have you still been having fun with them? Because I know I don't know if you've been doing it completely on stream, but I know you've been getting a lot of shinies on the 3DS games for the Dex 365 stuff. I put myself in a friend safari with a Woobat. Now, I mentioned earlier that playing on the 3DS is actually not too bad in this temperature that we've got over here, so it's the only thing that doesn't get ridiculously hot. So I decided I'd give Friend Safari a go. Usually I just do like an hour here and there, nothing too serious. Yeah, but yesterday I was just so warm. I thought, you know what, let's just do these. Nearly went for the water one because I get confused with which monkey is which. But to say that we managed to get 2 shiny monkeys in a day, it's crazy. So yeah, it's a streamer thing. If you stream, you don't get shinies. You only get shinies when you're not streaming. That's the curse that we all live by. I think that's the best way to put it. It's a curse on us all. And Roselia was the very first shiny anyone got. For a minute I thought you were going to say shiny, because then you would win 2 in a row, Dragon. Unless, ironically, can make it back in time. Why not? I don't think Robin's got any yet. But... what was that? That was... okay. The only time I get more than one is special outbreak events. Oh yes. The good days. Even on stream I don't get many of them. Now I don't play my good save on stream anymore. Like on one of those outbreaks, I did a Dedenne one. And it was in the Earthworm Desert one, whatever it's called, East 3. Because they have highly intelligent names, of course. Yeah, it was in East 3 and I got like 4 in one outbreak just running around in circles. But the plus one minor were really annoying because they were always in bad locations. I found. But I need to do a little bit of herba grinding, I think, on that save, so I can do other shiny competitions. I get slightly carried away with just... if I'm not playing the stream ones, I tend to only really play the Pokemon games when I'm doing competitions nowadays. Or just farming for the vaults as such. Which is usually the big events. But I didn't even get a single Pachirisu. That's how bad I was at it. I thought, I want to get Pachirisu in this game. I've been catching too many of the PLA Pokemon in Sword and in the other games. Like we got... what did we get? We got... I forgot what we got. What was it that we got? We got Stuntank in a Dynamax adventure. We also I know we've definitely got one of them. Well, we got Chingling in Violet as well. Which took another pretty nice one to get in. Well, I won't say it's a nice hunt, but it's one I'd rather do in here than in the other game. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I want to try to focus on the game. Like, if I catch everything in the other games, like Violet, Sword and Shield, I'm not needing to play this game much. So this game may be the one that gets taken out of the rotation. Because I do have to set up BDSP at some point to do radar hunting. Which I'm not looking forward to in any way whatsoever, as I've never really radar hunted. I would love to do Friend Safari on stream, but I don't have a 3DS with a capture card, and I don't want to use anything non-official. So that takes a few options off the table for me, sadly. I'm kind of determined to stick to just the hardwares and how they were made, if that makes sense. But still, we have the A. That should unlock the missing few. Well, we already know it unlocks the monkeys and Furfur and Patrat, which have eluded us all quite a lot. Run away! Oh good. I like coming back up here at the night spell because I like to check the Miss Magius. But no on the Miss Magius. We are down to the last 45 minutes. Can Dragon take the lead? Can anyone else get on the scoreboard? That is the question. We can get rid of Weavile. If I evolve it, that's 2 more points, right? I'm tempted to just evolve the Magnemite and then hopefully catch another one. But then I've got to hope for distortions. I wish the distortion ones could turn up in MMOs. That's what I say. That's my thing. Wish that was a thing. Right, we'll get rid of Weavile. Oh dear. I'm already worn out. What did we pick up? We didn't really get much on that run, did we? Now, I know I could work on this. No, we could do the Dartrix. No, we'll catch Dartrix. We did catch an Ursaluna last time as well, which was very big for this challenge. Like, evolving one is a nightmare, as we all know. While it's not difficult to actually do it, it's getting the item just takes so long. Where are my teddies? Oh wait, they're in alphabetical order now, aren't they? Oh dear. What sort of bot is this? Headlong Rush and Double Edge. This one should be done in one, I think. Have you got the... Yes, you do. Don't need to worry. Let's go. See, what we could do as a really, really ambitious project is try to do like a tag race where we sort of all start my time and then I finish at, say, 3 hours in, go to the next streamer who then hosts it for 3 hours, then on to the next one, and so on and so forth through, see how many hours we could do, like a 24 one. But that's very, very ambitious and probably too ambitious for my own good. If we're perfectly honest. Fair enough. Has Robin got a shiny yet? I don't think so. His total hasn't gone up. Was this the normal? Yes, it was normal. Because one thing I was toying with the idea of trying to this out as a bit of a co-stream. I know it's very ambitious, but one of these races maybe in the future we do as a co-stream. It could be done, I think. There are ways. Not a versus, but we'll still be against each other, but it will be different communities potentially both taking part. We'll worry about the items later. Just a haunter. We can check the mismatches actually first. But we want to keep this at the top. No down there, sadly. Rhyperia, come on. Rhyperia shiny. Would be good. Could we break the system and get ourselves an alpha? Of course we can't, because the alphas are non-existent. There is no such thing as shiny alphas. That's the reality of this game. No such thing as shiny alphas. And we are down to the last 40 odd minutes. So let's see how well we do. Dear oh dear. Let's have a look at something very quickly. I'm very confused. Doesn't take much. That's the thing. Let's go Clefable check. That would be a good one. I guess, as I say, the nighttime is nicer to travel around this map, I find, than daytime. More interesting spawns. Definitely more interesting spawns. Right. Probably still need to do the Clefable stuff. Before this year, I was the same as you. Apart from one of them was the Laminion, and one was a Goomy in a massive outbreak. Since this year, it's gone way higher. Hello Kim, how are you today? How has the weekend gone? So the funny story about it is, when we were doing the Dex 365, we needed Mantine, Remoraid, and I think Steelix. So that there was a lot, when it was much busier and people were doing it a lot more than they are now. The main guy was still streaming it, and we were all just running around going mad trying to get these things like in rotating on these maps. And I got the Remoraid, then I got the Mantine, and then the Steelix, the Alpha Steelix was shiny. And it ended up being shiny when I went for Chimeco a couple of the next generation as well. I was trying to do the Chimeco because it was easy to go to the spawn where you do the bronze on stuff. So our Alpha 1 total has gone up a little bit more since my other challenges. But I am good, Kim. Yes, it is very hot. We are doing our crazy attempt at races. We are... Well, the stream says it's nearly 3 hours. The race is 3 hours long. We started at 12 o'clock our time. And I still don't have a shiny. So it's not going well for me. 2 races, no shinies. So... But since I started doing more hunting in these games for other things, I've got Bidoof, Wurmple, alphas. When I was doing the Burmy madness, I got 3 alphas doing that. What did one bus driver say to you? Or was the bus driver being inappropriate? That is the question. Let's take this on. What are you? Not shiny, but... Yeah, so when we were doing the Burmy, I was pretty much doing a circle around the Obsidian Fieldlands, and I found a random Alpha Geodude. The Stantler was the Static Stantler and the Blissey were all shiny. It was just ridiculous, and I couldn't even find one normal shiny Burmy in that time with a perfect dex. But thank you for the alert, Greaves. Good luck with the racing. So you had a tenner and he said you had no change. So he said to someone, okay then, and drove away. That sounds like bus drivers. It's a difficult one because they're very stubborn with cash, and they always have been, even back in my day. Do you not have the bus app on a phone nowadays at all? I'm not saying the bus driver was right, they shouldn't have done it. That's what they want everyone, just to use that all their time. Was it strong or agile? We'll go. It wasn't that move either, it was headlong rush. That's why it's very, very frustrating, because they used to do it for more annoying things. That's why, in a weird way, I always used to keep cash. I always used to keep coins. So when I went drinking, I would always buy my first drink with cash. And it would always be like over £5. I would always get loads of coins. So I literally just saved up all the coins that way. Well, that's good. It's lucky for you, Shorio. It's very awkward. I personally think buses should give every single person 2 free bus journeys a day. Because then that would encourage you to use the buses more rather than drive if you can. But the bus is what, £3 each way. So you're spending so much money on it. Or you can get a day pass for £5. But it kind of depends what your plan on the bus was, I guess, Kim. If you were going to and from work, they may have... But then you're still maybe getting slightly cheaper, I'm not sure. You quit the job, did you? Okay. I didn't know if you were going to just see out the summer. I know that wasn't your plan for a while. Okay. Nice. There is a wild tadpole in the PCG. It is a Gen 9 and an event spawn, if anybody wanted. It's 640? That doesn't seem right. I guess actually it's a regional thing, isn't it? That's the thing. I keep forgetting, because the government made it £2. And then they took that away because they couldn't afford it. And then the buses were allowed to do whatever they want. But I thought they made it £3 a cap, but I don't know. Because the cap for my area... So basically during the day it's £3 one way, but after 7 o'clock it's only £1. Which I only found out the other day. There's another misfortune, sister. Why are they all here? If I come to this map too many and drag them all here to haunt me. But I just feel like we haven't had the luck on our side. Oh, a shiny Chingling. Problem is, if the bus driver does the same, then what do you do? Because if it happens again... But that puts ironically in first place. And we have half an hour to go. We did get quite a lot done on that sort of Luna. We hit the next star rating, which is huge too. So we'll just keep on going with this. We're going to get the star rating actually, because we probably get something extra, I think. Let's see, what do we get? But it is very frustrating that we still have not got a shiny in the equivalent of 6 hours now on this game. Oop. You had 3 MMOs on my map and none are Coronet Highlands. That sounds about right for the luck. Okay, so that's it. We don't get anything new throwing wise. Let's put that all away then. Don't need any of it for this run. At least we know we've got a lot of money saved up for this one, so we can go and get more equipment for the next session. Probably sell all of that. If I'm honest, I don't need it. Okay, so we got half an hour. Maybe I could get 2 runs on this map. That could be something. But I guess that is my best bet for a shiny. I feel like I'm just making you get up early to not catch shinies now, Casper. Actually, we'll keep this. What else? Did we have to use double edge, I think? It'll probably survive a double edge, actually. Just. Let's go for this then, a big attacking move. Okay, that might be done now. Okay, just don't jump. It was meant to fly. Let's try again. But what is ironically eyeing up for his potential prize? That is the question. It looks like it's up to Dragon to steal it from him. So let's see what is around here. No on the Rhyperior again, sadly. Oh. What did you do? Or did you just delete it? You forgot the password. Can't you reset it? Or won't it let you do that? I imagine there's got to be a way to do it. To just request a new password. Or email you to change the password. That's generally what most of them have set up. Or do you not have access to the email address anymore? This is a bit of an attempted speedrun this time round the map. try not to get distracted by anything not shiny. What do we have? Well, you technically can get the email wrong as much as possible if you know the access to all the emails you have, if that makes sense. You can say, I forgot the account on this email. If that makes sense. And it should give you access to it. But I guess it depends how many of these emails you have access to. But it could be. That's why they're all doing these extra super duper security things. I was going mad with trying to understand what to do with Steam when it was download the app so you can sell these silly little card things you get. Or, yeah, sell the card things, and it's like you need to confirm it with some scam protection and this and that, and it's like, what's going on? I just wanted to sell these cards that are worth like 5p to maybe build up something to buy a game. But I will say it is starting to get to that hot stage of the day. That is the other thing I've noticed about the earlier time. It works slightly better for heat. Like trying to use the computers at 5 or 6 o'clock is just unbearable in this weather. Starting at 12 o'clock lunchtime is perfect. We don't worry about Heracross. We're not going to actually win. That's a fact. It's not going to happen. I want to say it was due to get to 26, 27 today. But I haven't really looked properly, if that makes sense. It's kind of just, that's what it's been for like the last 3 days. But it's that weird hot where it's just sticky rather than, like you could handle it if it was a bit breezy. But as soon as it stops getting any breeze in the air, it's horrible. And yeah, the fact that I've got 2 laptops, a Switch 2 and a light all pointing at me quite warmly. Especially the older laptop is getting ridiculously hot nowadays. It doesn't like the hot weather. And it doesn't have good battery life either. It's probably dying on me because I used to leave it on for too long. And the other one isn't liking it either. So yeah, it's one of those. It's part of the problem. Like one of the other things I'm going to look at is probably some form of monitor, so I can play the game on a monitor rather than anything else, and then I can just watch the stream through OBS rather than what's it called? Pretty much just having OBS on one. That's currently how I want to do. I stream through the OBS one and watch the creator dashboard. Which is why sometimes the colours are a bit off for me. Because the laptop doesn't have the best colours for this system. But I can't put it on the TV because it's too far away. On the board, Robin has a shiny. Wonder which one Robin has. Well, we'll get to the top and we can have a quick look. Guess we're going to reset this map for the last 20-ish minutes. What did Robin find? It was... I don't know. Was it the Gligar as well? Did everybody get a shiny Gligar? Is that what's happening? Everybody's getting a shiny Gligar. We don't need this. We're going back. Let's return. We have 22 and a bit minutes left. Right, we didn't catch much on that one. I don't think we even caught a single thing, did we? No massive outbreak. The actual thing is, I managed to used to get to the stage where I could get 5 map runs in 1 hour. So it is doable. To potentially do one more after this. I guess. Will we get that lucky? That's what all I want is one. All we want is one. Because the silly thing is, even if I had just done this as a normal day on this game, I would technically have got 0 shinies too. I may have gone to other maps, to be honest, but... it's still just kind of funny that it's 0 out of 2 for me. Probably could have tried to catch that Rotom, but no, we've got to focus on just what's available on the maps. Actually, we don't need to check Miss Magius now, because it'll be Miss Magius when we come back. 100%. I feel like I need to just go and catch a shiny Gligar, so... you can't wait till I can get a driver card thing. So a driving license. Are you starting to learn yet, or not? Started any lessons? Or are you still waiting? Because they're quite expensive, the lessons. We're honest. I remember they were. Oh, we got the shiny, and it's a Gligar. I think. Where's it a Gliscor? Hello. How are you, sir? Everybody's getting a Gligar for this race. Everybody gets a Gligar. You get a Gligar. I get a Gligar. Lovely. That is a Gligar. The first shiny of the day. So, anybody want to help name a Gligar for us? I should have checked what gender it was. It has to be a chocolate brand or something along those lines. Chocolate flavour brand. Well, not flavour, more brand. Stuff like that. That's kind of the monthly theme. We sort of mentioned that was going to be the crazy idea. Different themes so we can look back. Milky Way? I don't think we've done Milky Way. I got to check what it actually is first, because I might need to evolve it. If it's a male, I think I need to evolve it. No, female needs to evolve, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I've got to check that. Because again, because it's a form dex, we're doing everything, so... we have Mars or Milky Way. Basically the same bar if you're American. I believe that's what a Mars bar in America is called, a Milky Way. But I can't do all of the stuff until we finish the map rotation. So we'll check what gender it is and what it actually will be, because I might need to evolve it. Not the fuzz. What have you done now, Kim? Called in the police on the bus driver. Is that what you've done? If you have to get the bus twice, I'm assuming, are you getting the bus twice, or is it just a one way you need to do today? I didn't know if like a return or a day pass would be cheaper. But as I said, it goes down to which companies are doing what, I think. As I said, my local one kept the £3 for one, I think they went back to. Because that's the silly thing for me. If I get a return, it's £6, depending on, well, it's an open return. If I get a day pass, it's £5. Or a day rider. Again, it's not just one, it's a regional area. Just to be awkward as well. Nothing in the circle. Something's going down. We'll see Kim on the front page tomorrow. Eyewitness sees cop cars. What did you steal, as they would say, the police? Right, so we've got 15 minutes left. I am now equal with Robin for Glygars. I can't believe between us all we've got 4 Glygars. I think, yeah. That is a tree, I'm leaving the tree. That looked different colour, that stun tank. Definitely don't want another stun tank. And how do you evolve a Gliscor? How do I get a Gliscor? Is it Razor Claw? One of the Razor things, isn't it? When we travel back, I will check my guide to see which one I've got. Fang. Okay, I may have one. As I can't remember which one I've caught, and I don't know which one we've just caught ourselves. So we can have a look. That sounds about right. That's where all the criminals are hiding, right? Let's see. It was in this game, actually, so we can check this way. So this is a male, and that is a female. Okay, that's good. Change name. You said Milky Way. We have a Milky Bar Kid, so now we can have a Milky Way. There we go. We'll do the photo at the end. We'll take these two, but I like to do a photo in the main area, if that makes sense. So I need to... We'll do the last map run and see if we can get a second one. And then we'll take the photo in the special photo area and see how bad it is this time. Because it's not the most options, but it still does its thing. Right, we don't want to waste another time. Oh, we get a Chingling outbreak. Of course we do. The one shiny I've definitely 110% got. Let's go. Yeah, we'll just carry on with our normal route. Luxio, or Luxray probably. Electabuzz. Electafings, and a Navia. It's facing the wrong way, we can get away with it. Right, And more Glygars. I didn't think Gligar was going to be the thing that I got quite a lot of on this game. I'm not going to lie, I know there's quite a lot on this map, but it's one I've never really got too many on my main account, if any. Or, I say if any. I probably had like 2 in like 3 years of playing the game. But to get 2 in a month of playing it seems a lot more than I thought it would be. At least we can check Miss Magius, right? No shinies down there. It's nice to actually have a shiny that sparkled right in the middle of the camera for once. See, one thing I've been noticing is a lot of the shinies have been to my left or to my right, and usually not on screen when they do the sparkles. So I always miss them, and it's really annoying me. But it'll make a great little clip. So let's keep on going. Like, this is definitely my last map run. So I'm hoping maybe to... I know it's wishful thinking. And hopefully we don't die again. We died once today. But yeah. I think this route presents more directly on front of you when you traverse the map. I think that's a big thing. I'm not really going to probably do the Chinglings. As we said, we've got Chingling already. It's one of the very few. But as we sort of see, like, a lot of them are off to the side, and I have to figure out which one is the shiny, which is a little bit more annoying. So, let's go. Check the corner. Check the Clefable. Probably would have already spawned, to be honest, but you never know. But it looks like we're leaning towards an ironic win. Dragon has 10 minutes to find another shiny. I don't think anyone else can catch. I guess technically I could get an alpha and a shiny and do it, but I think that's a very, very long shot on my side of things. So let's see, do we get some luck? Can we get 2 shiny? Right on, congratulations Casper, you're off the mark too. The comebacks are on. We can still win. Now we got to get, as we say, an alpha and another shiny, and we're back in first place. I did think between us we would actually get more shinies today. I didn't think... It's difficult to say, like, one person ran away with it, because ironically he's got the most shinies by a mile, which is kind of who I tipped to win. I thought it would be between you and Robin. Because you've got Shiny Charm, you've finished the games. Probably got some perfected dexes. And I imagined that would be who I thought would win. I know, like me and Dragon, for example, don't have the Shiny Charm, so I don't expect. Okay. At least they let you on this time. But this is where the bus company's stupid. Like, they should just make it £6, or... Because then they only need to worry about pound coins. When it's 90, they got to get 10p's for everything, and somebody could try and pay the 90, and it just takes ages. If it was just £6, there's £4 coins. Or if that makes sense. But I don't know. I'm not a bus expert. I think the thing is, where I'm from, they used to have two bus companies, and one sort of closed down, and the other one ended up buying them out. Oh no, a misfortune, sister. They caught me. I'm stuck. Didn't catch anything. And it's the Rhyperia one. They probably had the £4. They probably didn't. They probably looked at it and thought, I don't want to deal with that much change. Like, or they may not have had the power. Some of them are really stubborn. They've always been stubborn about giving change, and some of them used to actually refuse large denominations just because of that. So it was always like, I know you needed more than £5, so £10. If you had given them a 20, they would have said no, and that was how it always used to be here. Well, I think we're going to have to declare with 1 as our final total. Sadly. Now let's get the Saluna out for this one. Headlong Rush. Strong style. This should be enough. Right. This isn't too big. It's just the Gengar. Da, 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 da. I know the feeling. I know. Hey. I've had buses completely ignore me waving them down before as well. I'm quite lucky because where I live, there's only really one bus that goes past my area. So they're always going to stop at a bus stop. They know they're not this or that bus. You're only getting that bus. And when I get it from town, there's about 5 buses that go within a comfortable walking distance. So I get it really locally, but I get off wherever I just get the first bus I see. And just get off there. But I only really ever get the bus when I go for a drink or two. Nowadays, anyway. If we're honest. But now we have made it to 19 shinies for the challenge. I thought, to be honest, I would have been on 20 by the end of this weekend. I just can't believe how dry the spell has been on these 2 days here. I think tomorrow when we do Sword, I'm going to do the same sort of thing, where I'm going to do a little bit of random encounters first, and then jump into DAs. And see where things go. Because I don't want to be just only doing the DAs, because at the end of the day, I'm not really getting enough of that game done, if that makes sense. There is an event Tinkerton in the chat if anyone's playing the game. You can do that. It is Sunday. It is the day where they say drinking is good, right? I think that's the term we use. Any day between Monday and Sunday is a good day to have a drink. But here we are. We are in the last 4 minutes. I know I can get one more map run. You know, we'll skip a couple of things. And I get the massive outbreaks. We can do this. We can get one more. We're going to just fast travel through all of these. Can we clutch a second one? Right. Well, we're going to go this way now. Robin got another one. Robin's on to 2. I don't know if that's another Gligar or something else. We will probably go into Robin's stream after today. Anyway, as well, so we can catch up with all of his catches. I'm just going to fly over them all, see if we get lucky. Ponyta. We caught it. Where am I meant to be going? I'm going into a rock. Down we go. 3 minutes to go. Shinx. Not interested. We said that was Ponyta, so we don't need to worry. Wait, where's this one? Oh, it's the corner. Not worried about trees. Clefairy. Not shiny yet. We don't need to really do any of these encounters. Like, we'd rather actually just fly over them and see if we get lucky. I'm going to say if you're in a battle with it or it's on the screen, you can still catch it. But you can't get more to spawn if it's an outbreak, if that makes sense. That seems pretty fair. Hippos. Don't need hippos. Where's this one? Oh no, that's a climbing one, I think. That's going to be at the top of this. Might not be the best thing, but if it's shiny it is. It's a very good decision. What do we get? What do we get? More hippos, I think. Great. How did you get up here? Hippos? That's my question to you. How did you get up there? And why are you... Why are you a sneezer? Boring little fellas. Wait, that's the rain. I got confused by the rain. That one would have been a good one to get shiny, to be honest. What are we on? Rhyhorn? Everyone's been getting a Rhyhorn. This is a climb, isn't it? We're into the last minute. Does anybody get a shiny? Robin's now on 2, which puts him in 3rd place. And no on the Clefairies. Where's the other one? Over this mountain slightly. 40 seconds to go. No on the Ghastly. It has been going well today, Prophet. Well, I've got one. The race has been fun. We have 30 seconds left to see whether we can get a second shiny. We got a male Gligar this time. So that was good. But yeah, that is my time up, I think. I don't think I can spawn this one in time. That looks like we have reached the end. And it was only a haunter. GG to everyone who played along. I'll head back to the village. Ironically, with the W, I believe, with 5 shinies. That sounds about right for us. They're not wanting to be shinies anywhere we go. Let's just get the timer off the screen now, because they don't want that. And we can update our number to 19. Yeah, so I think we had fun with this, let's be honest. Let's go and have our photo with our one shiny. I also managed to get a Gligar, so that is who we're having our photo with. What did you end up with on your second, or your late spawn as such? We can select this one. Change the screen. What colour shall we use? Ironically won in the end. He got 5 points. Dragon came second with 4. You came third with 2. And Me and Casper both got one. Casper's just getting a second one, just as the buzzer went, I think. Choose my pose. That one. Direct my Pokemon to look fierce. I've decided I like doing this now. Start shooting. It's Stunky. Perfect. Yes, so that is the shiny race over. Yes, we want to stop taking photos. Yeah, so ironically is the champion, so if you do want something out of that vault picture in the Discord, let me know and I can send it over. If not, you can also pick the type ready for the next race in Scarlet and Violet next weekend.